In continuation of this, we are receiving Mr. Benjamin Mutanga Itoe, a member of the National Commission for the Promotion of Bilingualism and Multiculturalism, because he is also a member of the Working Group on Living Together. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah. Now, you organized some brainstorming. What motivated this brainstorming?
Well, our National Commission, as you very well know, was created in the midst of the crisis. And the creation was announced in the head of state's end-of-year speech of December 2016. And it was because of the Anglophone problem, that this was created, and of course to sort other things. So if we met today, it is because after putting all the structures in place, we felt that we should break the commission into groups. We have 3 groups. The first group is the group of bilingualism, the second is the one of multiculturalism, and the third is the group for living together, encouraging the living together. And it was this group that was meeting today. It was on the problems relating to living together.
And that's why we heard that living together is threatened.
Yes.
How threatened is living together?
Well, living together is threatened because of the social media, the hate language, and of course the instability in the northwest and in the southwest regions, because people are afraid. Most of our people who are not origins of southwest or northwest origin, have fled and left for their respective regions. So there is this instability, this quest for peace, which we require, to put in place in order to make sure that the environment is safe and clear, for them to live together with other Cameroonians.
Mr. Itoe, I saw you smiling when Emmanuel Avamyo's report was going on there, because you saw somebody eating a chew and saying something now. Do you look at the eating of a chew or meals from the north, the full and so on, as part of living together?
Oh, absolutely. That is very, very important. I would go further, with that. I mean, most of our brothers who are French-speaking have gotten into the culture of eating our meals. They admire it a lot. And when we put that in the context of mixed marriages, we have a number of Anglophone ladies who are married to Francophones. Most of them live very happily. And I would like to say here that from the reports we have on television and on the radio, these couples live very much in harmony in their respective homes.
Now you call it national unity, living together.
That's
now, let us extrapolate from there and look at somebody who gets married to a Nigerian. Would you call that one international living together? What do you call it? Because you get married because you love somebody, not because you want to solve a problem.
That's right. It's international living together because Nigeria is a very good neighbor to us. And if you get married to a Nigerian, that is international living together. And there again, you will see them sharing Nigerian meals and Cameroonian meals. So it is indeed an aspect of living together.
Earlier on you said it was created to solve a problem, the problem of the northwest and southwest regions.
Yes.
Would you say it's really solving this problem, sir?
Edwin, I think it is solving the problem. I can say this very positively because we have been in action on the field. We have visited, last year we visited 37 ministries to check on the practice of bilingualism in these ministries. And I tell you, the results have been very palpable. We made sure that we insisted on the parity of English and French as our constitutionally consecrated languages. And where the practice was not being followed, we made sure that we impressed on the ministers concerned, and they carried out a lot of reforms, like in posters. English was treated in some ministries as if it were a second language, but the Constitution, that was in violation of the Constitution. But now we have seen that the plaques, the postcards and so on and so forth, and the writings are the same writings in sizes and in dimensions with the French posters. So it is very, very good. And you can see, we noticed that most of the ministers, most of the ministers we met spoke in English. That's a very good example. And you would see, you know, that because of that exercise, most of our ministers today are really involved, have engaged in making sure that they speak and address people, you know, in English as well.
Now, briefly, and before you leave us, I was going to find out, after this brainstorming, what next?
This is the first time, Edwin, that the working group on living together is meeting. And it was a brainstorming. We assembled experts and, of course, members of the commission to brainstorm on the causes, you know, of the problems that hinder living together in Cameroon. And we analyzed the way forward and charted a map, you know, with ideas that would foster the concept of living together. In fact, this conference was attended by many experts. And as you know, living together is not only a sociological, but a political problem as well.